Hey everyone, and welcome back to Little Kids Lessons. Today, we're tackling a topic that's on the minds of every new parent out there: advice for surviving and thriving in those early days, weeks, and months with a brand new baby. First up, let's address the emotional roller coaster that is new parenthood. One minute, you're on top of the world, feeling like you've got this whole parenting thing figured out. Next, you're questioning everything and wondering if you're cut out for this gig at all. But here's the thing, that's completely normal. Every single parent, even the ones who seem to have it all together, experiences those same highs and lows. Just remember, you're part of a long line of successful parents stretching back to the beginning of time. If they can do it, so can you. Now, I know it's easier said than done, but one of the most important pieces of advice I can give you is to be kind to yourself during this time. You're learning as you go, and that's okay. Don't let that inner critic get the best of you. Instead, treat yourself with the same compassion and understanding you'd show your best friend. You wouldn't expect them to have it all figured out right away, so don't hold yourself to that impossible standard either. Now, let's talk about sleep. Oh, precious sleep. As a new parent, it can feel like a distant memory. But trust me when I say that prioritizing rest is one of the best things you can do for yourself and your baby. Luckily, there are some tried-and-true techniques for helping your little one catch some extra Z's. Have you heard of the 5 S's? That's swaddling, side or stomach position, shushing, swinging, and sucking. Mastering these can be a game changer when it comes to soothing a fussy baby and promoting better sleep. And if you're really struggling, don't be afraid to reach out for help. A postpartum doula or night nurse can be a lifesaver in those early days. But even with all the tricks up your sleeve, parenting is hard work. That's why it's so important to accept help when it's offered. Whether it's from family, friends, or hired professionals, having an extra set of hands can make all the difference. And if you're able to swing it financially, don't feel guilty about investing in services that make your life easier, like meal delivery or a high-tech baby sleeper. Think of it as an investment in your own well-being, which in turn makes you a better parent. Now, let's address the elephant in the room: crying. Babies cry, and sometimes a lot. It's their way of communicating everything from hunger to discomfort to just plain old crankiness. But when you're in the thick of it, it's easy to start wondering if you're doing something wrong. Here's the thing, though, your baby isn't crying to spite you or because you're a bad parent. They're just doing what babies do. So take a deep breath, remember that this is temporary, and know that you're doing your best. And if you're really struggling, don't hesitate to reach out to a trusted friend, family member, or healthcare professional for support. Another piece of advice that might be hard to hear in the moment but is so important in the long run: be flexible. You might have all these ideas about how you want to parent, but sometimes life, and your baby, has other plans. Being able to roll with the punches and adapt as needed is key. And if all else fails, just remember, before you had kids, you had 6 theories about parenting. Now you have 6 kids and no theories. But perhaps the most important thing to keep in mind as a new parent is to find the humor in the chaos. Because let's face it, parenting is messy, both literally and figuratively. You're going to make mistakes, and that's okay. Learn to laugh at the spit-up stains, the diaper blowouts, and the days when you realize you've been walking around with dry baby food in your hair. Laughter really is the best medicine, and it's a surefire way to keep your spirits up during the tough times. Of course, if you have a partner in this parenting journey, don't forget to take care of each other too. It's easy to get so wrapped up in caring for your baby that you neglect your relationship, but think about it from your little one's perspective. They need you both, not just now but in the years to come. So make time for date nights, even if it's just a quick walk around the block or a movie on the couch once the baby's asleep. And don't forget to communicate openly and honestly with each other about your needs and concerns. You're in this together, after all. And finally, as hard as it might be some days, try your best to be present. Yes, the days are long, but the years really are short. Don't get so caught up in worrying about the past or planning for the future that you miss out on the incredible moments happening right in front of you. Take the time to really see your baby, to soak in their gummy smiles and tiny toes and all the little things that make them so uniquely them. because those are the moments you'll cherish forever. So there you have it, 9 pieces of advice for all you new parents out there, plus a few bonus tips thrown in for good measure. Thanks for tuning in to Little Kids Lessons. If you found this video helpful, be sure to give it a like and share it with any other new parents in your life who could use a little encouragement. And if you have any tips or advice of your own to share, we'd love to hear them in the comments below.